Hi, my name is Bryce Mills. I'm the Vice President of Operations for Ziegenfelder. I want to welcome you to Wheeling, West Virginia. It's our corporate headquarters for Ziegenfelder's Twin Pops. Today we're going to take you inside and show you a couple pieces of machinery and our process and how we make Twin Pops for everybody. So this is the start of our process. We receive sugars and corn syrup and we store them in silos like you see in front of you. We would then take that and mix it with water and other ingredients to make what we call our base mix. All right, we're going to go up top. So this is the next step in our process. You can see the valves and the piping. Once we've made that mix, we'll then send it all throughout the plant to all of our different lines and our different storage silos to be ready for our production. So this is the next part of the process. These are the actual production vats. So we will bring the mix in from the area that I just told you about. We will fill these vats, and then here's where we add the flavor to whatever product we're running for the day. From this point, these vats will be pumped to the Vital line that you see there, and then that starts our process of actually producing the pop. So on top of the Vital line, you can see the big, we call that a hopper on top. That's where all the mix comes in, and it'll go down through these tubes into the molds. So these molds that are flowing in a loop ride through a bed of calcium and water, which slowly freezes the pop. When the molds go to the end of the line and the pop is extracted, they just simply go underneath where they're washed out. So that's kind of the continuous loop that happens. So this is the first piece of equipment that the line has. It's called the sticker, and it's basically what it does. It'll put the sticks in the molds. So as the molds are flowing down the line, it's got to be frozen just enough so the stick will be sticked straight up. If it's not frozen enough, you get them bent and they'll fall down. So again, it's that whole process of freezing the pop. It's all a timing issue as it comes down the line. Once the pops make it so far down the line, warm water is splashed on the bottom of them to melt them a little bit, which will allow us to extract it. It then moves down the line, and you can see this is called the layover or the lay down. It'll then grab the pops and lay them down into what we call the wrapper. Now, these are very technical terms, I'm just kidding, but it literally wraps the product. So we like to keep things simple here at Ziegenfelder. Once the product goes through the wrapper, it's cut off at the knife, and you can see it'll drop down into the conveying system, and it leads it down to our packaging section. You can see these little buckets here. So the pops, individual pops will come down the line, and we'll put them into these buckets, as you can see here. As it travels down through the cartoning machine, the carton is automatically opened and set into place. The machine will then push the pops into the carton. As it continues to travel down the machine, the flaps will be closed, and at the end, it'll actually be glued so that it comes out as a complete product. This is our metal detector. It's our line of defense. We check this at all times. And it's got a little pusher here where if a product comes through and it has something that's been detected that is foreign, that shouldn't be in the product, it'll kick it off so that it doesn't make it to our customer. Once it makes it through that metal detection process, we put it into our corrugated box. It is taped. Everything gets a date code so that we know how fresh it is and when do we need to sell it by, and then makes its way to our freezer to be stacked and put away and stored in our cold freezers.